So we're gonna get started laying all the way on our back. I want you to make sure your spine is in neutral, legs are hip width distance apart, feet are gonna be underneath your knees. Press your palms into the mat, broaden through your chest. Your inhale is gonna find neutral. And then your exhale, you're gonna slowly articulate yourself up all the way here. So you're still pressing through your hands, still broadening through your chest, nice work into your triceps. But I want you to focus this exercise less on the glutes and the quads, more so on the core. So you're using your breath out to tuck your pelvis, articulate your spine up, driven by the lower abdominals, and then lowering yourself all the way down. So always trying to find neutral in between each of these movements, really not a glute bridge, totally focused here on that core. And then I do want you to start to find a little bit of chest expansion. So exhale is lifting, and then exhaling to lower. As I flow through this, I kind of focus on finding length out through my tailbone. You can lift your hands up overhead, find a nice stretch. Slowly roll it all the way down to your mat. Just one more like that. Inhale, arms come down by your side. Press your palms into the mat. Exhale, push yourself all the way up. Inhale, arms reach overhead. One line of energy from your fingertips out through your knees. Exhale all the way down to your mat. Okay, arms can come down by your side. You'll float one leg up at a time through tabletop. Gonna keep your knees right over your hips the entire time. It's super important so that you continue to find length out through your tailbone, out through the crown of your head, making sure you're neutral. You'll take an inhale here to prepare. And then on your exhale, you lower your toes. Inhale, lift. And exhale, left. Inhale, lift. So notice how my spine is not moving. I'm not crunching. I'm not arching. I'm also not bending or straightening my knee as much as I can. I'm trying to think this is a hinge at the hip. Thinking length out through that tailbone. And always making sure my knees are coming right back up to 90. The closer the knees come to your face, the more likely you are to tuck your pelvis. We're going to lose all that awesome core work that we were doing. So really try to start here in that 90-degree angle. Okay, nice. Pausing through center, you can interlace your fingertips behind your head. Lift your head and your chest up and make sure that your elbows are in your peripheral vision the whole time. It's going to help you keep your neck supported. Then in this position, I'm also trying not to tuck. This isn't really a crunch. This is more of just a gentle lift up from the thoracic spine, so just your upper back here. You'll notice, though, that my lower body is still in neutral, so I'm trying not to find height. Rather, I'm thinking length out through that tailbone. Okay, again, you're going to inhale to prepare, and exhale, you tap that toe down. So same movement that we were just doing with the lower body, just with the lifted head. Keeping my gaze right at my thighs here, trying to find that neutral neck. Absolutely no neck tension. And exhale. And exhale. Really nice. Relaxing the face, the jaw the whole time. Truly just that lower body moving. Finding nice length out through your toes. Okay, at the top here, you're going to squeeze your knees together. And this time you're going to lower your entire lower body down just a few inches so my toes aren't tapping the floor, and then lifting. Kind of the lower you go here with the toes, the more likely you are to start to arch and lose your low back. So I want you to make sure here that you're not arching, you're keeping your body in neutral, also trying not to tuck. So super tight here, super challenging and unstable with the knees squeezing together. But I almost like to think of it as I have a power leg here, so you can't separate my feet or my knees. And a few more. I'm going to add a little rotation soon. And exhale, lower, inhale, lift. Okay, come back through center here. This time, you're going to lower your legs down, keep your chest lifted. As you lift the knees back up, you twist over to the right. So you'll notice here that right away my pelvis started to shift over to the right. I dropped my right knee a little bit lower than my left. So you want to make sure that your lower body is not following you. Rather, this movement is from the belly button and up. So your belly button and down, your knees, your toes are staying nice and square up to the sky. So that's your exhale. Chest comes back through center. Inhale, tap the toes. Exhale, rotate to the left. So I'm never actually opening my chest or lowering my chest here like I'm doing there. I'm really just trying to find this rotation. And left. Okay. Nice. So if I'm thinking about the height here of my chest, I'm really just allowing it to slide side to side. Trying not to lift and lower. And then my lower body here was doing the same exact dip that it was doing before. A few more here, and then we're going to hold over. Nice. You're going to meet me over on your right. So rotating here to the right, you're going to extend your left leg long, keep the right knee bent, squeeze your legs together, and we dip and lift that lower body position. So a lot of instability here. And lift. Got a few more, just doing 6 each side here. I know this is super challenging, already been working the core quite a bit. Nice, knees come back through center center with your chest, rotate to the left, right leg is gonna go long. Squeeze the legs together, we lower and lift. Okay, almost halfway here. Head is still totally relaxed into the hands. Beautiful, 2. Nice, slowly come back through center, drop your chest, hug your knees back in, rock side to side. You can explore the width of your pelvis, find a little deep massage. Take an inhale and an exhale. Okay, extend your legs long. We're gonna move into a little roll up here. So my legs are in parallel squeezing together, lifting my fingertips overhead. You'll notice as soon as I lifted my fingertips overhead, I went into a really deep arch in my low back. My rib cage started to flare. So you can allow yourself to do that. And then on your next exhale, I want you to try to zip your lower rib cage here into your hip bones. So I want you to try to find neutral. Okay, your exhale, you lift your chest. Slowly we rise into your lifted roll-up position. So in this position, I still have my legs squeezing together in parallel. I like a pointed toe here, kind of helps me engage through inner thighs. You're gonna relax your shoulders down your back, arms are in parallel. I want you to think posture muscles are lighting up here. So inhale, grow taller. Your exhale, you roll yourself all the way down. This is a tuck of the lower pelvis, continuing to keep your chest open the whole time. Arms are reaching overhead. Inhale, lift your head, lift your chest. You can circle your arms around if that feels good. And then exhale to lift yourself up nice and tall. You're inhaling to grow taller, exhaling all the way down to your mat. So you'll notice how my neck is following along. I'm trying not to crane my neck. Yes, that arm circle brings a really deep massage here into the shoulder blades. I'm going to show modification here. So if the full roll up isn't serving you, you're going to bend your knees. Hands come under your thighs. You'll use your hands for some support because we really don't want to use momentum. Arms are going to still reach overhead, and then you tuck and roll yourself up with your fingertips underneath your thighs. This should feel really juicy on the spine after all of the core work we just did. Just going to do a few more, and we're going to add a little bit of rotational work. So I'm continuously squeezing my inner thighs together. It actually helps me engage through my core a lot more. Okay, you're gonna slowly meet me in a nice halfway hold. So in this halfway, I'm kind of at a 45-degree angle. My belly button and down is curved, but my belly button up is still nice and open. So you don't wanna have a curled and crunched chest. My shoulders are relaxed. We're gonna rotate over to the right, center, and then left. Center. So with each rotation, that's going to be your exhale. I'm really trying to isolate this movement into my belly button and up. and left. So just finding a little bit of length here out through the crown of my head. You'll notice how my arms are really just along for the ride. They're not actually driving this movement. I'm really not moving them. Okay, you're gonna meet me over to the right here. Your exhale, you lift your arms overhead. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. So as you lift your arms overhead, if you feel like you're losing your rib cage here, maybe flaring the ribs, going to an arch, you're just gonna lift them halfway. And make sure as you lift your arms overhead as well, you don't tense them up by your shoulders. Nice. Slowly you rotate back through center and then over to the left, arms lift. So exhaling as the arms lift. And lift. Think inner thighs are working, pelvic floor. Just a few more. Think belly button is tucked up and in. Nice. Back through center. Inhale. And exhale, roll yourself all the way down. This is the hardest roll-up of class. Arms are going to circle around. You can barely get up here. Already worked the core so much. Lift yourself up. Okay, just one more. Just flushing it out. Finding this really nice stability through center out of that oblique work. And rolling yourself up. Nice and high. Okay, seated forward fold. You can nod your head yes here. And shake your head no. Breath in. Breath out, slowly rise through seated. Okay, you're gonna curl forward over your feet. Meet me in a nice wide-legged child's pose. So I like my knees mat width distance apart. Sitting myself back. Reach your fingertips forward, rock your hips side to side, get a little stretch. Energetically pressing into my fingertips here. Taking a deep inhale and an exhale. Okay, your next exhale, you roll yourself out long into a modified plank. So my knees are in line with my hips with my shoulder blades here. Your inhale, you lower your chest down a few inches, little tricep dip, and then exhale, you lift yourself up nice and high. Your exhale, roll yourself forward. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push yourself up. And sit yourself back. So this is 2 breaths. I'm exhaling with the articulation long. Inhaling as I lower my chest down, tricep dip. Exhale, push. And inhale back. All the while here, I'm really focused on keeping my core in. So the upper body is kind of just a bonus. I'm really focused on thinking, how can I arrive with my chest and my hips to the floor as one unit? And how can I push myself away from the floor as well as one unit? And push. So really beautiful active stretch here for the core, the shoulders, the spine. And rolling yourself out long. Really nice here. So once you're long here, I want you to meet me in your hold, and then slowly you can bring your spine into an extension. So you can drop your hips, allow your shoulder blades to roll back, and still all the while here, I'm truly not in a huge extension. I'm trying at least a little bit to keep my core engaged, just so that I don't get a little bit of pinching in my low back. So I'm still engaged in that lower abdominals. Next, I'm not sinking in my shoulders. I'm energetically pushing the floor away. And then you can sit yourself back when ready. One more inhale in your child's pose. And one more exhale. Slowly sit yourself up. And that was our front-facing core sequence.